What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Gag with Geach. Happy spooky season if this is your thing. And y'all, yeah, the job market is crazy out here. We got a lot of people getting laid off, a lot of people having a hard time looking for work. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into these video clips.
Market right now is so fucking frustrating. I just feel like I'm at my wits fucking end. I had a company ask me for a take-home assignment last month. I spent 7 to 10 hours on this assignment. So I was like, I'm gonna do this right. And I know this shit. The assignment they gave me was literally my background. It's literally in my resume. That is what I've done. Literally started a business in that industry. That was the assignment they gave me. And I'm a UX UI designer, product designer. I can do product management stuff too because of my business background. But I spent 7 to 10 hours on this, crafting it, honing it, perfection. Okay? I did so much research. I worked on it during my vacation. They asked me for mobile and desktop wireframes, okay? It wasn't some easy thing. They literally ghost me for weeks. A month later, they get back to me that I'm not even gonna get an interview after spending that much time on a take-home assignment. And it's just so frustrating because it's I've obviously been working on other things since then, and applying to other jobs, doing it crazy nonstop, but it's so frustrating to put so much effort and work into that, have it go to nothing. I'm in a master's program doing design, product development right now. I know I can do this shit. And it's just so frustrating because it's no matter how much effort you put in right now, the fruits of your labor are just not rewarded. You know, other people can really relate, but it's just so frustrating. You want a job, you need a job, you really want to take that next step in your life and you just can't, and you just feel stuck, and I just feel judged by people because it's I should be. I want to be there. I want to have that job and I want to be in that point in my life, and it's just it's not that easy anymore. As a designer, I'm getting really frustrated because I know I do good work and I have a portfolio. Having a portfolio is a huge thing, but it's what else do I need at this point? Connections, gotten referrals, and still nothing is panning out. I know, I just need to be patient, keep working at it. Maybe I need to finish my program and just, I don't even have time to have a job right now, honestly. I'm doing so much in my master's right now, but I just, I want a job. I want to make money. I want fucking health insurance. Frustrating. And if anyone has any leads on any UX, UI jobs, product design jobs, honestly, I'm even open to anything outside of that at this point because I'm I know I have a good business background, maybe I should just do that. And then I feel I'm giving up on what I really want to do, which is design, and it's frustrating and it's annoying. So if anyone has any leads, any tips, please let me know. And if I can help you in any way, let me know too. But I know we got this, and I know we just have to be patient, but I'm just
Like she said, y'all, we got it. You just gotta hang in there. You gotta be patient. The right job will fall into your lap. I know it's hard out there. Everybody is, trying to get them some money because the way this economy going, we all need a little bit of money. Everybody a little bit broke some type of way. You know, everybody's broke may look a little different, but everybody's definitely feeling, a tug on their pockets in this economy we living in. I don't know why they won't go ahead and just announce the recession because we definitely in a recession right now. But they don't want to tell us that. But it's all right. But just don't give up. Like she said, something gonna happen for you. And I'm glad that she still has hope and she's still hopeful. So that's how you got to be in this economy.
I'm frustrated and I'm at my wit's end.
I've been interviewing to get a new job for the past 2 months, and I just found out yesterday that the company that I made it all the way to the 4th round was probably in the interview process for the longest with, met literally every important person at the company, just decided to go with a different candidate. My original
I really hate when that happens. That has happened to me in the past where I'm going in the job, I have the interview, I felt like I killed that interview, and then it was another round of interview, did real good on that. You get to last person, the last round of interviews, you think you're doing really well, all that just for them to go with somebody else. That could, put a damper on your motivation and your spirit and everything, and it could turn you off for real. It make you just want to give up. but you still can't give up. Now, well, fortunately for me, I haven't had to look for a job in a while, and hopefully I don't have to look for one in a while. But I got to a point where I had like 6 interviews lined up back to back, and I looked at them all as practice. I was like, even if I don't get one of these jobs, it's practice. Thankfully, I did get one, and I'm still currently at that job after having six. I had like 6 interviews in 1 month. Um, and the one that I really wanted is the one that happened for me. Is the one that I still have. So I was very thankful for that. But you just gotta you just can't give up. You gotta keep going, and that's the way to look at it. Even if you don't get it, look at it as, okay, this is helping me practice for my next interview that I may get in the future. That's just how I was looking at it. That kind of kept me sane from not crashing out and from not like giving up. So
Feelings, my first feelings were, of course, disappointment and then embarrassment that I told all of my family and friends that a new job was on the horizon. We were almost there, just to have to completely start over from scratch. So I'm Misery and I'm looking for company. No, I'm kidding, but I am gonna try to do certain things every single day to make myself feel better and be more aligned, and I figured I would share those with you. So basically a bunch of like books and podcasts and like docu-series, because I feel like knowledge is power and you have to create to move through. So if you like that kind of stuff, then Rex. Give me book recs or documentary recs so I can distract myself from the pain. Thank you.
It's crazy because when I tell you, my dogs can always sense that like I am probably not in the best mood or whatever it may be, or I'm a little stressed. They always come and lay up on me or be like super, super close to me, which is normally not like them unless like they can probably tell that I'm not in the best mood.
dogs are very smart. Animals are very smart. They know when they need you to or you need them to come and love up on you. I don't have any pets, but I do enjoy other people's pet when I'm around. I personally don't want any pets, but I do love pets for that reason. They can sense when you're down. They're very empathetic. They come and love up on you. So I'm glad her dogs was able to do that for her.
But nothing in particular really happened today. Like I had a decent day, worked out, had an interview, ate a good meal, like, you know what I mean, like did everything. But I sat down for a second. I was trying to find this application for this one job, and while I was scrolling, I was like, let me just roughly see how many jobs I applied to. I have roughly, not even roughly, I applied to 897 plus jobs. I have landed 31 interviews, and I have not received an offer. So it definitely like goes back to the feeling of like, what am I doing wrong? And it's just a little frustrating for me, is because when I don't receive the offer, like that's fine if you're going to pick another candidate, but when I don't receive the offer, I always like to ask in the most professional way possible, just something along the lines of like, this is not exactly how I say it, but something along the lines of like, hey, thank you for the time and interviewing me. I really enjoyed the process. Is there any way that you guys can possibly provide feedback on some things I can improve on for the future, or whatever it may be, like something like that, right? And it's so frustrating because they always respond back and say, oh my gosh, Diamond, like we really did love you. Everyone you spoke to enjoyed speaking to you. It really was a tough decision. And we really did not make this decision lightly. We can definitely tell you're passionate about paid media and marketing. You understand what's going on, and you are definitely going to be an asset and valuable to someone's company.
And I feel like they tell everybody that a lot of times they know who they was gonna put in that position. They just want you to go through the motions because for the legalities of it. But they knew they was gonna get that job too. And there's I'd be like, just save that whole speech. You ain't even got to tell me all that. Do I got the job or not?
Fortunately, we decided to not go with you because we wish you would have had a little bit more experience in this vertical or whatever it may be.
Y'all knew she didn't have that much experience when you looked at her resume. So why waste these people's time? See, that's very aggravating. And that's why people at the point now where when they quit jobs, they don't even give 2 weeks notice because they feel like you don't give me a 2 weeks notice when you're going to fire me. So I've heard a lot of people saying they just going to quit the job, not going to give a 2 weeks notice and go on about their business because I guess it's like disrespect for disrespect. They're matching the energies now.
And it's like, for me personally, it's like not once was that vertical ever mentioned in the job listing. 9 times out of 10, not once was it ever mentioned in the job listing or in the multiple, like 2, 3, 4, 5. I did some interviews, or some companies I did 5 interviews for, and not once was that ever mentioned. And then if you're giving it to someone else that's more qualified than me, like, respect, like, not mad whatsoever, because there's always going to be someone who's more qualified than me, and that's fine. But when you're not giving it to someone who's more qualified than me, and you're just essentially denying or declining every single candidate, and then you decide to put the job posting back up, for me as a candidate, as an applicant, like, it is so confusing and just weird to me, because I'm just like, you had great candidates, but because they weren't 100% everything that you wanted, and they were missing, let's say, 2% or even 3%, you decide to just pass up on them when everything is trainable, and they're going to have to be trained regardless, entering a new company and learn companies' policies and culture and how things operate. Like, it is just so frustrating, and I definitely have improved over these couple months of being unemployed of interviews, and I think there's always room for improvement. So I'm not going to say I'm the perfect interview person either, but I can say this: I can give a decent interview, especially if I'm making it to the final round or the second to final round. Especially, like I said, there's a lot of these companies aren't just doing 3 interviews, they're doing 5 interviews and asking for references and asking for sample work and asking you to complete mock campaigns and mock this, mock that. Like, so it's like I'm doing all of it and I'm getting to essentially the last step, and A, you're ghosting me, or B, you deny me and you say X, Y, and Z. I don't know, just realizing that it's just a little bit like frustrating, a little disheartening, and also I didn't think it was going to take me this long to find something.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all tuning into another episode of Gag with Geach. Again, if you on the job search, just keep on searching. You cannot give up. I know it's hard. It could be frustrating at times, but we all got bills that we gotta pay. We gotta take care of our families. We gotta eat. So you gotta just keep going, and hopefully the right job will land into your lap. And yeah, you just can't give up. Like, it's crazy out here. We live in a different time. You definitely can't, like back in the day when you could quit a job and have a new one about 2 weeks to a month later. Now it's taking 6 months to a year for some people. And then some people still not even, landing them a job within a year. So, just keep on going, y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all for checking out this video, and I will holler at y'all in another video.